Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to sit down with you very quickly and open up my Buzzwordathon readathon vlog. It is June 12th. I don't even know what time it is because I'm not wearing my watch. It is 5:50 p.m. and this is the Wednesday of my last week of work. I'm so excited. Yeah, my kids were a little crazy today because we had Wacky Wednesday and we had our end of the year party and I gave them their end of the year gifts and so forth. So my plan is to not really vlog today, Thursday or Friday, just because I'm gonna be so exhausted, and I'm already filming a vlog for my teacher channel. So expect to see more vlog footage from this weekend when I will be finishing out the readathon and then starting the next one. But I just wanted to pop on and say hi and welcome, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am about this week. Yeah, I'll catch you guys this weekend, like Friday evening or Saturday. Friends, I'm finally here with another update for Buzzwordathon. It is Saturday, June 15th. It is my first day of my summer break. Yesterday was the last day of school, and guys, I can't tell you what that feeling is like unless you've been through it, and then I don't need to explain it because you know. I still have 4 days of the readathon left, but I'm kind of all over the place. Today, as you can tell, I am extremely exhausted and I'm just kind of tired and just want to sleep, but I'm trying to get things done. Editing some house things, cleaning, just, you know, life stuff. And then tomorrow is Father's Day, and then Monday and Tuesday, who knows. But I want to show you what I'm currently reading because it's a lot and I'm not making much progress. So first things first, before the readathon started, I have been reading Tell Me Lies. And I'm about a little bit more, maybe a couple pages more than halfway through. I am on page 202, and this is the book that's been taking me the longest. I've been reading this for a couple of weeks, I think. And it's just because it was the end of the school year. So, and it's not like a super fast-paced book or anything like that either, but I am enjoying it. It's just not like a favorite, you know what I'm saying? I am reading this, but I haven't picked it up in like 3 or 4 days. The first book that I actually started of the readathon with the title You, Your, and it is Girl, Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. And this is one of those books that I put in my Improve Yourself video. On this one, I'm on chapter 7, so I'm on page 73 of this one. So maybe about a third of the way through this one. And this one goes fairly quickly. If I sat down, I could probably definitely finish this in like a couple hours. And then the last thing, and I'm kind of listening to that on audio as well. And then the one that I picked up last night is Did I Mention I Love You? And from those of you that have commented on my TBR video and stuff, you guys said that you were reading it and enjoyed it, if I like the forbidden romance trope, or it was a little cheesy but still like really fast paced. So I'm all about that life. I'm currently on chapter 4. I only read 1 chapter last night. In the next couple of days, this is what I hope to accomplish. Good morning, friends. It is Sunday, June 16th. It's Father's Day. I just finished my first book of the readathon. I just finished Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis, and I'm rating this 3 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. I thought it had a lot of good like fire and enough like funny moments, enough hard moments. It was a great mix of like, you know, all the different emotions that you would want to feel in like a self-help book. It did have a heavy takeaway on like what's prevalent in her life, being married, having children and stuff like that. And obviously I'm married, but I don't have kids. And yeah, so lots of good stuff, lots of good takeaways. I'm gonna try to write a thoughtful review on Goodreads. And yeah, moving on to the next book. It is Monday, June 17th, and that means there are 2 more days of Buzzwordathon, today and tomorrow. And I did finish my one Girl Wash Your Face book yesterday by Rachel Hollis. I did write a little bit of a review on Goodreads. I wrote the same thing basically in my reading journal that I've been keeping, and I think it's a really great self-help book for working moms, for moms to be, for people that are in the building a company, CEO position of power, balancing a lot of things. I also think it just serves as a good reminder that you are in charge of building your own life. Block out the negative self-talk and to reach for your dreams, and don't stop until you're living the life that you want to be living and that you're worthy of. Because I think a lot of times us as women, just with society, we downplay ourselves, we get downplayed. And so when we run into roadblocks, we take it as a sign that you're not supposed to be doing that. And we give up. So that serves as a reminder like not to do that. And I rated it 3 stars, really enjoyed it. I just don't think that I was particularly the target audience. However, I'm currently still reading, did I mention I Love You? And I haven't really talked about this one that much, but it's going pretty slow. Usually books that are like a forbidden romance pick up fairly quickly, at least in all of the books that I have read before. This one is fairly long, almost 400 pages. So it looks like it's 393 pages. I'm not entirely sure just because I don't want to spoil myself, but I think it's 393 pages. And I am on chapter 9, page 94. You know, I'm almost at the 100-page mark, so it should be picking up fairly soon. But it really just talks about the main character Eden going to visit her dad and for the summer, and she gets there and she's kind of blown away by the new house, and she gets her own room, and there's all this like underlying stuff. Like I think there's this underlying weight issue, but it's not like, it hasn't like fully come out yet. There's, you know, the fact that her dad just like up and left her and her mom. So there's a lot of tension there. And there's something going on that she left back home, but you're not really sure. They've only mentioned it like once. But for her to not really like her dad and for her to, you know, miss her best friend back home, I'm not really sure like why she went, if, you know, I don't know. So there's like a lot of underlying stuff, and the main like love interest, I guess, is supposed to be Tyler, her older stepbrother, but so far we're 94 pages in and she just refers to him as a jackass. So, and he pretty much seems like one. So I don't know if that's going to be redeeming or not. I'm sure there's a reason behind the way that he is. And I guess one thing was kind of revealed about his dad, like what his dad's up to and stuff like that. So anyway, it's kind of just slow going, and maybe it's because I'm only 94 pages in, but I basically like read a chapter and put it down and go do something else and then read another chapter. So anyway, that's my update for today. But I'm hoping, since this is the only book that I'm currently working on, I still do have the Tell Me Lies book, but I'm putting that aside for a couple of weeks until I finish this readathon and romance-a-thon, which also starts today. So I'm going to be doing kind of 2 vlogs at once for the next couple of days, because I want to be updating you guys for Buzzwordathon, just in case you're interested in that. And then I want to update you for romance-a-thon, just in case you're interested in that. So that's the update right now, page 94, chapter 9, and I'll update you guys later. Okay, friends, it's about 11:17, and I did a little bit of yard work, came in, drank the rest of my coffee from this morning, watched some YouTube videos, and now I'm just gonna sit down and read a little bit. I'm in bed because it's the most comfortable place to read, with my blanket and my pillows behind me, and I'm just so cozy. And my dog curls up at the end of my bed, but my husband should be home for lunch soon, so I'll probably get interrupted in my reading. But I'm just gonna relax for a little bit, do this, and then maybe after his lunch break, I will go back outside and do a little bit more on the side. Checking in with an update. It's 1:03 in the afternoon. I'm moving on to chapter 14. So I've read 5 chapters. It's not getting really any better at this point. It's just really high schoolers on a summer vacay. Okay, it's update time. It is 2:07. Yeah, it's 2:07, so about an hour later than last time. I'm currently on chapter 19, page 191, and something finally happened with the main 2 characters. Okay, another check-in time. I just moved on to chapter 20, and that's page 200 and 201. And I mentioned earlier how there's always this underlying, they're not telling you the whole story type thing. And it just gave me like a perfect example that I could share with you guys to explain what I was trying to say. So the perfect example, she's on the phone with her best friend back home, Amelia, and she's having kind of like inner dialogue, and it just says, "But then a further thought crosses my mind. It reminds me of why I left Portland in the first place, why I finally gave in to coming here for 8 weeks. It's because some people in Portland aren't worth missing." So that's the type of thing, like there's obviously something going on home that we don't really know about, that they're not really letting us in on. I'm about halfway through the book, so it is getting better and things are coming to light. The 2 main characters, Tyler and Eden, are finally like hooking up, I guess, in a way. So at least things are starting to happen. Good morning, friends. It is Tuesday, June 18th, which means it is the last day of Buzzwordathon. It is the 2nd day of romance-a-thon, and yesterday I read Did I Mention I Love You, and I got all the way to page 341, so you could see my bookmark in there. I'm almost done. I'm reading the last few pages. I'm actually in the epilogue, page 388. Okay, so I just finished reading Did I Mention I Love You, and I'm gonna rate this one 3 stars. I finished this in perfect timing because today is the last day of Buzzwordathon. So I managed to only read 2 books for Buzzwordathon, which is kind of sad, but life gets in the way sometimes. Let me go grab my other book and I will talk to you about both of the books that I read. Okay, so the first book that I actually completed during Buzzwordathon is Girl Wash Your Face by Rachel Hollis. And I did say in my Goodreads review that I thought this was a good book. It serves as a good reminder to live the life that you're deserving of and that you want, and to not stop until you're living that life. I think it's great for working mothers, for moms to be, that they have to balance like a family and working and all of the other things that come along with being a woman. It's very centered on female empowerment, which I like, and I like that she's not afraid to share embarrassing stories with us that everybody can relate to but nobody talks about. And I just finished Did I Mention I Love You? I will be honest, I was waiting for one of the characters to say this phrase the entire book and nobody said it, so I was disappointed. Okay, so I'm rating this 3 stars, and I'm rating it 3 stars because, not because of the romance. I don't think it was romance heavy at all. In fact, nothing happened between Eden and Tyler until page 162. So you read all of this before anything ever happens. And then it did have, it finally like led on why Eden was happy to get away from her friends in Portland. And I guess it's because she started like stress eating, and she put on some weight, and her friends commented on her weight a lot. So she started like eating really healthy and like exercising a lot. And by exercising a lot, I mean she started running a lot. So those 2 people weren't really good friends. But she stays in touch with her mom over the summer. She meets a group of friends that are like seniors. Like their junior, they just finished their junior year, and it's the summer before their senior year of high school. And I guess that's, to me, more this is what the focus of the story is on, is the friendship group and the dynamics of the friendship group, because Tyler has a girlfriend throughout the story, pretty much the entire story. It really doesn't focus on the romance too much. I mean, obviously they're attracted to each other, and you know, things do happen between them, but I don't understand what's gonna possibly happen in the next books, because it is part of a trilogy. So the next one is Did I Mention I Need You? And the third one is Did I Mention I Miss You? Don't know if I'll be continuing on. I would like to think that I am, but I'm not in a rush to, just because like I have read books set in summer in California, and I've gotten more like summery California vibes. I didn't really get that from this book. It didn't give me those like heavy summer vibes, and I know it was set in summer, and there was like a 4th of July celebration, and there was like an outdoor barbecue, and there were parties that they went to, but it was much more Eden navigating a new group of friends, and then being attracted to Tyler, like I said, more than 160 pages in. So while I won't say it's the worst thing that I ever read, I did enjoy it for what it was, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be going in. I thought it was going to be more romance, more forbidden romance heavy than it actually was. So I would say trigger warnings for child abuse, alcohol and drug use, and maybe eating disorders. It didn't really talk specifically about eating disorders, but maybe there's some things in here that could be triggering to someone that suffers from an eating disorder. So yeah, 3 out of 5 stars. So these are the 2 books that I read for Buzzwordathon. It wasn't much, but I did manage to read 2 books, and that's better than 0. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know what you read for Buzzwordathon in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not like this video, give it a thumbs down, and I'll see you guys regardless in my next video. Bye!